Erica. Okay, I am now though. So share in the chat if you are going for whatever rank you're going for, because you need to know where you're going, right? We always talk about that. And then if you are going for one of the bonuses, I want to know so that you guys can even hold each other accountable, because it's always more fun to go with other people than feeling like you're pushing and kicking butt by yourself. The other thing is that, let's see. Yep, double diamond. You know what's crazy? I just love this because Megan started for freaking product. So that's funny. And she's gotten 2 bonuses. This will be her 3rd. Melissa's going for a double promotion, which will be awesome, and a $10,000 bonus. Nilza is going ruby. Yeah, sister. Brandy's going emerald. So all of those, you guys, are just, Laura's going emerald. All of these, like, I will never forget going freaking ruby. Like, that was my all-time goal. And this is the thing, is once you go ruby, that's where we have to guide people the most, you guys, because to get them there is the hardest freaking part, right? Because they're learning a lot of new stuff. They're feeling like it's overwhelming because it's all brand new to them. When in all reality, we know, like, if you just keep plugging in, come in, and you hear things over and over, eventually what was hard becomes easy. And I was just saying this to Megan the other day. I'm like, Megan, you signed 4 loyal customers in less than like 48 hours at the end of the month. And I'm like, remember when you thought 4 was hard in a month? Like, it's just funny how your mindset changes, how your vision grows, right? And what you're capable of, grows. So here's the thing. First things first is every single one of you should be charted. Okay. So we're almost at the end of the first week of the month. I usually try to get it done. When I look back at my maps, it's always like between the 4th and like the 7th. Okay. And so what I mean by that is you guys all know. And if you seriously have questions of charting, you need to ask now. Okay. Because as you guide a team, the only way to guide them successfully and to be promoting and growing forward is to know how to chart. Because that's the only way that I'm able to help you guys do the same exact thing. If I did not have charts, if I didn't keep track of my stuff on printed stuff, you guys, there's no freaking way that I would be as on point as I am in guiding my team to keep going forward. Okay. So if you have any questions on charting, please pop it in the thing, because I will seriously go through it. I will put my eSuite. I will show you. And then the other thing I was telling you guys is I want you to keep track. First of all, make sure your auto ships are before the 15th. Okay. So that way you can see as you start hitting these ranks, like say Nilza just went, executive. Like if Nilza's running her auto ship, so she's automatically commission qualified, say she ran it today, she knows like her volume might even be executive already. If you're hitting your rank that early in the month, you guys, you're ready for the next promotion, if not 2 promotions that month. So you want to be able to keep track. I keep track of when it turns. So if I've just hit a promotion, right? Usually it's kind of in like after the 25th or something. My goal is to hit it earlier and earlier throughout the month. So the only way to know that is by watching it and writing it down. So that's one thing I track as a leader. The other thing that I track, you guys, is I do my monthly volume. And so if you go into eSuite and you go to reports and then you go to volume total by distributor, you can choose and you can switch your month. Okay, so you can go back, and I do this for you guys. So like my personally enrolled and my people that I'm helping or that I've like adopted, my little adoptees, I go through and I watch your guys' volume. I watch it like, because I want to compare when somebody's frustrated or whatever they're saying. I'm like, hey, you may feel like you didn't feel a lot of growth, but you have to remember, like, let's compare enrollments. Like maybe you had a killer month this month and then there wasn't a whole lot, like your enrollments weren't as high this month and the next month, but still your volume's still higher than it was even back then. So you have all months to grow on that volume. So really you are ahead, and so it's just really nice to see that. And you guys, the only way to see it is by tracking it. That's the thing. So when I can come to you guys with like black and white info, you kind of get that reality check, like, whoa, okay, yeah, that's right, right? And so I want you guys to do those little reality checks for you. And this is where I go and this is where I get them, okay? So you guys will see like on my maps when I'm doing them, and I just mapped my peeps today, and it took a long time. My kids were swimming. I didn't shower till later, but I have it all written down. But I have March, April, May. I have all the volumes, and then I already have projected volumes for where it's at. And then that way we know exactly like, hey, where do we fill gaps to maintain? And then where do we continue to go to grow? Okay. So there is that. So anybody have questions on mapping? You do, speak now. If you feel like you've got it, make sure you're doing it. Okay. Like this is literally my life. So you want to be going to those crazy levels. This is what this should look like for you. Okay. And I do it for literally for everybody that are mine, even my girls that are going, I kind of skip, I don't really print executive maps. I do Ruby and then I kind of put their like, hey, this is your first promotion, and I color in like executive for them. But as soon as they hit their first 4 loyal customers, you guys, that is what I'm doing. I send them like, hey, this is your next step. So that's the other thing I want to tell you guys. Do not play shy with people. Like play big with them. Because the thing is if you play small and you play shy with them and you're like, ooh, I just don't want to like push them or overwhelm them or this, like you never are going to know their full capabilities of what they can go for and how hungry they truly are. So I would rather overshoot and then see, hey, they're not quite there yet, than undershoot anything. So I know for myself, you guys, I put a note on my thing for this month too, is to really hone in on like the $3,000 guarantee. Okay. Because you need to know those steps, and we can even break them down, and I'll put it like in the chat in our little, what does it say? Sorry, I thought one of you guys would message me a question or something. But I'll put it even in that chat. But we want to make sure that we are like hitting everything that they have, because that $3,000 guarantee is super, super awesome. So that's one thing that we have back, right? So you have the little steps that you're following. It's like they have to get their first 4 loyal customers within the first 30 days. If you don't hit it, then you're not eligible, even if you get the rest of the things, right? And then it's getting 3 distributors that they personally enroll. They cannot be placed, okay? And then it kind of goes through, but you can print it off in eSuite. So you guys, as you enroll new people, you want to tell them about that. Like I haven't been super vocal about that. I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt. And so we want to make sure that we're following them through and say that. Be like, hey, are you interested in following the steps to get the $3,000 guarantee in the first 3 months? Like ask them, because then if you're guiding them through that, they're not going to feel like you're pushing them. Like you're guiding to keep them on track. Okay. So make sure you ask the question. And then the other thing is that okay, so green carpet was announced. It's September 19th through the 21st. If you can go, freaking go. Like that's all I can tell you. Events are a game changer, like 100% game changer. Like if you thought like, hey, I'm all in, like, let me just tell you, you're going to dig your feet so that into the ground even further so that you can't even see them. Like you will be so planted, it will just be a game changer for you. Even if you cannot go. Okay. So I don't think that I'll be able to go just due to having a baby. I don't think I can fly. And B, I've always had my babies early. So, but that doesn't mean I still went and got my ticket because I want the codes. So that's just something to think about. That's something that you can decide for you if you are wanting the codes. And the thing is if you have more than one spot, which some of us have like our husbands enrolled and that type of thing, as soon as my 3 are gone, I will probably go get Kevin's green carpet ticket and get the 3 too. So what it is you're getting your 3 codes for you to have distributors enroll for half off. Okay. So I want to make sure that you know that Mexico opens 6/24. That's going to be insane and is going to be huge. We can still pre-enroll people. The codes for the 50% off do not apply to Mexico. And I think that was asked, so I just want to make sure everybody knows that. And then what does this say? Hold on, Brandy asked, how long does it take to show up once you run your auto ship, what rank you are? Immediately. Literally immediately. So does that make sense, you guys, when I tell you that? Like, so say, I know it's like kind of hard to understand. So say mine runs on the 1st. It usually does, but I put it to the 2nd because month end, I'm like so crazy that I kept forgetting to change it. So once it runs, the thing is, it's like as all those auto ship orders continue to roll and come in, right, on those months, and the volume is falling where the customers are enrolled in your legs, like I can see that mine automatically maintains ambassador on like the 5th of the month. If I did not run my auto ship until the 20th, even though all my volume is exactly where I need it to be maintaining my ambassador, I wouldn't see it change until the 20th. So it is always going to say a distributor unless you are commission qualified. And we know the two ways to be commission qualified is either 150 PBV. And the truth is if you're on this Zoom, like we don't do that. Like we play smart, we use our auto ship, we use our products, we do all that stuff. I always say, like, if you're serious about your business, you're running an auto ship. And then the other one is just the ADBB auto ship. So you guys, honestly, I don't do the 150 PBV unless somebody's just starting. I will do that. And then as we start moving forward, I let them know. Like I say, hey, you want to turn your auto ship on because you're getting the hang of things. You want to make sure you are always getting paid. And the truth is, you guys, is I don't have people, as long as you explain it, like I don't have people not do it. So I just think again, don't be shy about it. Like be like, hey, this is for you. And it's like, fine, you're not a salesperson. You don't freaking need to be, but you do need to use some of the products. Like you got to find what you like. And that's the other thing. Like if you're like, oh, I thought I liked this, or I ordered this and didn't like it. Don't keep it on your auto ship. Go try some of the other products. Like keep trying the products. Like I kept in the beginning, I kept my greens and my fat faders on there 24/7. And then I'd switch out my third product. Like we didn't even have product rewards. Not like we do now when I first started. But I would change the one product so I could slowly start trying some of the stuff. So again, make sure you're kind of changing things up so that you can find the products that you absolutely cannot live without. And the thing is it's not that I don't sell the other products that I don't use, because that may be perfect for somebody else. But the truth of the matter is you do not have to love every single product and use every single product on our product line to support it. Everybody has different needs, okay? So don't stress about that. Other thing. Okay. Hold on. I have a question. I know for diamond and above rank ups, we need to run our ADBB auto ship and have 150 in PCV. PCV is customer or personal customer volume. Okay. So those are customers, you guys, that you enroll that you are keeping directly under you, right? We all move our customers. But for the rank up bonuses, you do need to keep them. Do we need that PCV for Emerald 2? No. Only for rank up bonuses. And the thing is if you are going for a rank up bonus right now, from here on out, or last month, you need that new personal customer volume, that PCV, that 150 every single month for the 10 months that you get paid on it. Okay, so how I'm guiding people for that, you guys, is I'm telling you guys, hey, don't jump the gun. If you're Ruby right now, don't jump the gun and be like, I'm going to hoard some of my people because I know I want to go diamond. Hit freaking Emerald. And then your next step, I'm going to tell you, keep your couple of loyal customers. Or I say, keep moving the ones with smaller order. But as soon as you get one that has a bigger order, 120 BV or whatever it is, I'm like, keep that. Because even so, it doesn't have to be a certain number of customers. It could literally be one order that's 156 PCV, and that's it. That's all you need to maintain that. Okay, so make sure that if you're doing that you literally, you guys, if that was me, what I would do is I have little check marks, right? So this is Erica. She don't care. You can't really see the volumes on here anyways. But I literally have it in a box, you guys, where it says PCV 150. If this was me and I was going double diamond, or I'm going triple diamond, or Megan's going double diamond this month, right? I would literally put this on my map for the next months, the next 10 months to know, boom, I got that checked off. Boom, I got that checked off, right? Every single month. So do not skip anything. And that's the thing too. If you have people that you want to go for the $3,000 guarantee, make sure you know the rules. Go print them off. You guys, I still do that. I had a girl that was asking about it, and I'm like, you know what? I need to make sure I'm not skipping anything, so I'm being a good leader and I'm leading correctly. If I am going for a bonus, I am not counting on my sponsor to tell me the little check marks that I need to have marked off to get that bonus. That is our responsibility. It's our bonus, right? And so make sure if you're going for one of those, or you're going for a rank up bonuses, go print off the rules. If you don't have a printer, freaking go in there, read it, and make your little list on the side so you don't forget anything. Okay? Because it starts getting crazy. And that's the thing, you guys, is you just want to have a freaking checklist. I cannot tell you how good lists are. Even if you are not a list person, like I will turn you into one because I do it for life too. And it's the only way that I get things done. Okay. So make sure you have lists. I have lists for you, little loves, so that I can make sure that I'm being the best for you guys. And so make sure you're going through and doing that. Okay. And this is the thing, you guys, that's really funny to me that I wanted to share with you today, which is just personal information. But until I do math, you guys, and until I see where everything goes, you guys, even though I've been in this for how long and I'm this and that, right? You're like, you're this rank and you're going on a 2.0 run and blah, blah, blah. Okay, what's so funny though is I still, in those first few days, until I have black and white in front of me and I know what Erica needs, I know what Melissa needs, I know what Brandy needs, I know what Megan needs, everybody needs for their promotions, I literally feel like I'm kind of like working in the wings. So if you do not know where you're going or what you need to get there, you're going to kind of feel like there's not as much purpose behind your actions. And I'm telling you, the motivation that comes with knowing exactly what you need and what you need to move forward and what you need to grow your tech, there's nothing that can replace that. There's nothing that I can say. There's nothing that Lisa can text you or whatever to make you understand that. So make sure you are mapping. Okay, and make sure you know what you need, because I swear to you, it helps so freaking much. Oh, Lisa, were you gonna pop on? No? Okay. And then this was the other thing I wanted to tell you guys, because I felt like this was good coming in, and I know that you guys, there's some of us that, well, actually it happened for all of us. So here's the one thing. It is so easy to get frustrated with what people are not doing. Or maybe they're not letting you coach them, right? Like I will tell you that's probably the hardest thing in this business. And it's like you're giving them every single tool that you feel like they could do and they're just not biting. Here's the thing, you guys, is that is going to happen. Like, and it's not going to make or break your business as long as you keep going and you're consistently enrolling these 3 new teammates. Okay. So like when I look, like even last month, when I look at my DTs, I have one that like quit responding, still has like $100 product credit to use. I have one that slowly responds to things. And then I have one that's like working hard. Like she's asking questions. She's doing all those things. You know what I'm saying? So if you get one of those every single month that's kind of at least ready to go with you, that's 12 people in a year that are ready to rock and roll. You need 3 people that are ready to freaking go, to work hard to go to ambassador. Okay, so here's the thing. It starts getting frustrated when you are falling short on this portion of things. Because then when somebody quits, you're like, holy crap, like she quit. And then you're like, oh my gosh. And it does take a big hit because you haven't had the other 2 enroll, or maybe you haven't enrolled any last month or whatever it is. So I just want to tell you, when I felt like that, it's because I wasn't being consistent on this. Okay, so if you are, it is not going to make or break your business if somebody takes a little bit longer. It's not going to hurt you, and honestly, you're going to be like, it's fine. Like I can stack it, and this person can bump this person out of the way, and we will help you on a case-to-case basis with that. But don't get frustrated. And the other thing is just know you have a lot more control than you think, right? And so you are able to, sorry, that I'm just going to mute you for a second. Is that okay? Sorry. Oh, she made a mute herself. Okay. But just know, you guys, that you can only do so much. So it's not that I don't help those people, but am I going to be trying to talk to them every single day? I'm not. And that's okay, you know, and I might check in maybe once a week, or maybe if even that is, I'm not hearing much, I might even go to once a month. And that happens, you guys, but I'm not going to sit and put all my focus there. I am focusing on those of you that I'm hearing from every single day, because those are the people that get my attention first. So just know that. And then the other thing is, this is the other thing. Sometimes people don't start as runners. They don't start serious, right? They're starting small. They're starting scared. They're starting skeptical. And so I know it's easy for us to be like, oh, we just count that person out. You guys know that you're going to develop your people into 10. Okay? And that does take time, and that does take some hand holding. But I'm going to tell you, once they figure it out, like, it is freaking worth it. It is so, so worth it. So on the flip side of things, also just kind of have some patience as they're coming in, knowing like I have one girl, like she's my girl that's rocking from last month. But you guys, anytime I help her with a post to put in what I know is more personal for her, like what her goals are or why she wanted to start using the products, she will always take the second option so it's not as personal to her. And so like she'll have to bust through that, right? Because we know the more personal and the more vulnerable we are when we're sharing like, hey, this is what my money's going to, or hey, I love that this just paid for gas, or this just paid this, or I've been wanting to lose this many pounds and I'm just starting. Like we all start somewhere. Who wants to start with me? She doesn't want to do that yet. But as soon as we finally get through, like it's not that she still can't grow without it, right? But she's not taking my suggestions yet. But as soon as she figures out, you guys, that that's where she's going to get a lot of people coming in, she will never go back to whatever it is. So I put it out there, and then I see her hesitate a little bit, and then we kind of just adjust things, right? And I always encourage her, but you guys make sure just not to get super frustrated super fast, because for whatever reason, some people just don't know. And like at the end of the day, if you got your fast start bonus on somebody and they need one more customer, no, don't fill it for them. I'm not going to tell you to fill that for them. They can get one freaking customer, and we want them to get one customer. We want them to start with one. We want them to know that they can do this. Okay, so I will never tell you to do everything for anybody ever, ever, ever. But just know not to count people out because of that. So like I said, I drip those little messages. They're in the chat. Whatever it is, they're getting a lot of help, right? And they're going to decide at what point they're going to take it. But just know like, keep going. Do not let it frustrate you. Just be like, okay, like she's not probably going to be my ruby to my emerald this month because she's not there yet, and that's okay. And then find that person. It could be a brand new person you guys enroll and they're ready to rock, and you freaking work hand in hand together, and that's a brand new ruby in a month. And just know, just because you didn't go ruby in a month doesn't mean somebody else can't. Again, so don't play small with people, okay? So that's kind of what I have for you guys. That's kind of just things I've been noticing, chats that I've been having on the side with you guys that I think have been helpful when it comes to leading and growing. Like I said, you guys are getting into some awesome freaking ranks. Like, I'm so dang proud of you guys. I cannot wait to see how many rank up bonuses we earn this month, because the thing is our team is earning them every single freaking month, you guys. Every single freaking month. So just know that you're able to get it and stop counting yourself out. And this is the thing too, like I told so many of my girls, I'm like, you know how you told yourself like, oh, it was too late to do this? It's like, okay, but they just brought it back again, and they've been bringing it back since February. Like, at what point are you going to see, oh, if I keep working, it may not be this month, but I'll be 10 times closer and I'm going to nail it next month. So don't play that game of like, oh, it's too late, or I have way too far to go. Like, you have no idea if you can enroll somebody that all of a sudden enrolls 3 people right off the bat. So do not count yourself out. That's a huge mindset thing. If you struggle with that, it means you need to be tuning into some podcasts. You need to be doing some, self-development in the mornings, keep your mind right, that type of thing. And then let me see. Every single bonus is different. Okay, what questions do you guys have? You can unmute yourselves. See one pop up. Yes, journaling's huge. It is really big. Oh, did somebody just unmute themselves?
I did. Sorry. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm like trying to escape my family. They're so loud. Hold on. But I wanted Melissa, if she could, to go into detail a little bit more about journaling, because she has been doing that, and like it's like huge for her. And I feel like people don't really understand the concept of journaling and everything that comes with it. Like, especially me, I just thought it was like super corny and like, for what? You know what I mean? But it's not until you don't realize that the thoughts that you're putting into your mind and the thoughts that you're telling yourself daily, even if you're not saying it out loud, how much those have an impact in your life. And it is insane. Like, it sounds so insane. Like it doesn't make sense, but it truly is. Like, if whatever you're telling yourself and the things that you're writing down and the things that you're filling your mind with, that's what's going to come to fruition in your life every single time. So Melissa, she's been like journaling hardcore, and I feel like everybody starts the same. They're like, well, what do I write? Like, what do I write down? What am I supposed to say? But if Melissa could just share a little bit on like how she started and things that she goes over now, I feel like that'd be super helpful.
Melissa.
I have food in my mouth.
I know. I love it. Hers is a lot of faith-based and a lot of positive affirmations of what she is seeking. It is not what she has right now. It is what she is currently seeking. That is huge. Okay, so I feel like Lisa said, people don't know what to put down, but if you know what you want, that's where you start. If you know what you struggle with, you write the opposite, that type of thing. So like if you know that you've been frustrated with people not doing things, you guys, Melissa can still share. I was just helping since she was swallowing. But like one of my Post-it notes is not even just like, you know what's funny? It's not even my rank at this point. On my who or how many personally enrolled diamonds I want, or how many rank up bonuses I want our team to win. And then one thing that was really big for me, you guys, is like not one of my things says, focus on your capabilities, not what others are not doing. Like I cannot tell you enough. Like the thing is, if you focus on that and you stop doing what you're fully capable of doing, you are going to sell yourself so short. Like I have people that I'm like, I know they're making a check, not because they've done anything. And the truth is it won't stay there forever because we find new people that are willing to put the work in. And so those are people that I honestly am still honest with. I shoot them a message. I'm like, hey, I haven't heard much from you, but I usually do it like on when prelims come, you guys. And I tell them, I say, hey, why don't you go check your commissions tab in eSuite? I want to show you that even though you haven't done anything, you are still getting a paycheck. And this is why. And then I say to them, just know that won't be there forever. But at any point in time when you're ready to rock and roll, I'm here for you. And you could literally double and triple that. So let me know if that's something you're interested in. So that's like just an example, you guys, of what I do, even with some of them. But yeah, go in and touch on that. So that is one of my Post-it notes that stayed up forever. And it was actually when we did do a lot of in-person stuff. And somebody said, like, stop focusing on who didn't show up and focus on the people in that room. And it just holds true. Like if you can focus, you're all in, right? Every single one of you is ready to go. You want rank up bonuses. You're ready for promotions this month. If you can stay focused on that and not who you feel like is holding you back or isn't doing anything, like you'll blow past it. You will seriously blow past it. So that's a good one to put on Post-it note, just FYI, because we are all human and we do get frustrated on occasion. So yeah, Melissa, share some of the stuff that you've been doing because it has been helping you. And you know what's funny is that I can attest for Melissa that as soon as she started journaling and started doing self-development, Melissa started consistently doing her steps to success with like just her enrollments and more. So if that is one of your goals and you're falling short of that, like just listen up. So go ahead and share, Melissa.
Okay, so like one of the things that I done is like I think like in April I started doing like Post-its. I got these from work, but I just put them on my planner, and it's just like they're just very simple. Like thank you, Lord, that like you are supplying like all my finances. I am completing my steps to success like twice this month. I am a great mom. I am Diamond. I am a loyal customer and distributor in Rolling Machine, and just things like that. And then in my journal, hold on, it's kind of hard with me in one hand. Okay, so in my journal, I think one of the things that has helped me is like I'll open it so you guys can see, but it's kind of like my days. I have it like breaking down just depending on how long I write that day. But I really did just get the template, or not, it's not really a template. I just kind of got the idea. When I started listening to Carrie Young, I always want to call her Carrie Barr, but that's her maiden name. Carrie Young's podcast or episodes with Pam's podcast. It's Pam's podcast. Mm-hmm. And she was just talking about how much journaling has changed her business. And, you know, like she's 2.0, I think presidential or something. I'm not sure. But she was talking about how journaling has helped her in her business in the last year, and even like in the last month. Well, like I think the episode was like recorded in April or something, so a month before, however that works. But it was just very simple, and I honestly, guys, I've probably listened to it like maybe like 6 or 7 times. Because I just to kind of, because sometimes my mind just goes blank. But it's just very simple. It just says, I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's just like, God, like, help me to lead like Jesus. Like, help me to, Lord, just help me to like lead my team. Like, Lord, teach me how to lead my team to diamonds. Like, that's my goal. And it's just like, God, like, if you want me to be diamond, then just show me what to do. Like, give me the patience to help, like, help my team. And then I put like what I'm thankful for and like some prayers. So I just like, one of the things that like I really want is just like my student loans like to be paid off. And I'm just like, Lord, like, thank you. Thank you that like my student loans are paid off, and thank you because I am the best. Hold on, what did I write? Oh, I am in the best shape of my life. Mm-hmm. Hence why I went to the gym today. And then I just put like, just like, thank you, God. Like, thank you for helping me to grow and build my business efficiently today. Thank you for all the distributors that I am signing. Thank you that all the new distributors that I am signing, they're signing their own loyal customers. They're growing their own team. They're finding their own answers. Thank you, Lord, that all of my new distributors that I am signing, they're hungry for more and they're rocking it. And then hold on. I also put like, thank you, Lord, that like my new distributors are coachable and motivated. Thank you that like you've put like a strong team for me to lead and to help. And I just put like about my kids, thank you, Lord, that like my kids are strong and healthy. Thank you that like Max and Noah have like a strong immune system. And just, like just general things.
No, and I think that's good, you guys. And this is the thing with journaling, is it doesn't even always, it's not just all your business. Like, think of areas that you just want to focus in life. Like, think of areas that maybe you put on the back burner because it's been crazy. And you're like, I just really, like, if I could fill that portion of my life up, like, I could fill this portion, right? So that was one thing I loved. And Melissa will share it. And it's super funny because I love reading it because I'm like, it just, when you hear those things, it just makes you feel good, right? So I'm like reading it and I know where her mindset is at. And that's the thing too, you guys, is utilize each other. So like, even when I talk about like mapping, my biggest goal, because so many times you guys are like, how do you know where to do this? And I was like, screw that. Like, we are getting deep into mapping, right? And so even though I did everybody's this month, I have literally told my main people, and you know what? I don't care the number of people. I care the people that are willing to meet me halfway and are hungry and are hopeful and want to do the same thing and help those other people in this world that are the same exact thing, that know that there's more there. And so this is the thing, is I tell them, I say, I want you to send me yours so we can compare. It's not that I stopped doing it, but I want to show every single one of you that you are capable of doing exactly what I'm able to do. Because, a lot of it I taught myself, you know what I'm saying? So, and we just learn through practice or being on Zooms or listening to Show Me the Money Call or listening to a podcast or whatever it is, you guys. So, anyways, those are things that I just think are so great because it's not even just about her business, but she's talking about what she wants in her business. So she is speaking life to what she wants, right? And we always say, we steer where we stare. So it's like, if you are just staring at maintaining, that's not as fun as staring at promoting or growing your check or hitting new personal records or whatever it is, right? That's not as fun. Like, that is fun. So that's the thing. You kind of have to think yourself, like, what are you wanting? What do you want to come to fruition? Like, post that stuff up, you guys. As silly as it sounds, like, I'm not even joking. And even like, I will do it with my little boys. Like, Grady wants to be on the, junior titles. I'm like, put your Post-it note up, like put it up on your bathroom mirror. And they like think it's the freaking greatest thing. And you know what's awesome is then they do it and they like see that stuff working. So it's not just BS. I know it sounds weird, but I actually think it's extremely helpful. So think of the things that you struggle with, and you can even write the opposite of that. Because you'll start seeing that a lot of it is just like your focus. And when you shift it and it's on the right things, it's like, that stuff that used to drive you freaking nuts. You guys, you're almost just like, you laugh. It's not that it doesn't drive you nuts. You kind of almost laugh it off. You're like, well, it is what it is, but I'm moving on. Like, you start knowing that it's not going to stop you. That's the truth of the matter. Okay. So super awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Melissa. Lisa, do you, my phone died. Do you want to share anything, or do you also, I know that you also got a ton of WordBoard. First of all, I want to make sure everybody has WordBoard. Does everyone have the WordBoard app? If you are a leader, you need the WordBoard app. Does everyone have an iPhone? If not, tell me and I will tell you. The app that I got for my girls who have like Android and Samsung, I think it is. You guys, it is the biggest time saver. Like, I mean, seriously, when we talk about working smarter, not harder, like WordBoard is where it's at, like 110%. And then Lisa, she had a kick butt Zoom. There's a couple Zooms I feel like we should all share. The podcast with Carrie Young and Pam was bomb. It's so good. And then Lisa had one that she shared, and she just got all the example wording and stuff that I think we can share, and we'll get from her. And then the other one is Steph and Joel Dunn did one about going diamond. It's not in 30 days. It's like, but it's showing you like how to replicate your business and duplicate it really quick. And I just think that would be such a good one, because if we go into the month with that kind of mindset and we can guide people to do that and we turn our wheels up, they're going to follow. Like, the ones that can follow are going to follow. The ones that don't, and they see everything that we make happen this month, they're going to be hungry next month. Okay. So I think those are 3 things that we for sure need to share. And then if you guys have, Yvette has Samsung. Yvette, do you have an app that like WordBoard? Yet.
She should. I'm almost positive that she does.
Yeah, it's like, I can get the name of it. It's like Clip something.
So I had one. It was text something, but it doesn't really work. Like, it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Like, okay. It was.
I'm gonna tell you the new one that I have, but I have to go find it.
Okay, thank you.
But it's good, you guys. And I have one of my girls that uses it, and she said it's amazing. Okay, you guys, questions. Lisa, did you have anything you wanted to share? Did you say no?
No. I mean, just pretty much what you said. I feel like the biggest thing that you could do to sabotage your entire promotion is wait until the last week to start doing something and expect like for 30 days worth of stuff to happen in 6 days. Like, it's just not realistic, and you're going to kill yourself. Like, you're going to start to like get into the mode where you are like frustrated, and you're going to be frustrated. Frustration is something that just happens. But if you're going for a promotion, or if you're trying to raise your check by $200, right? And then you're checked out the entire month minus the last week of the month because you're like, oh man, it's month end. Like, I need to get to work. I haven't really done anything. You're always going to fall short because you're putting a 6-day time or like a deadline on something that you could have easily knocked out in 30. Or 27 or however many days are in the month. But it's just a mindset. Like Sarah said, summer's crazy. I'm going to be on vacation for 9 days. I know that we take a 9-day vacation every summer. We are at the beach every single day. But you better believe when I get home, my husband takes the kids. They go for a walk downtown in downtown San Diego. They do whatever they have to do. They'll go grab donuts. They'll do whatever. I bury myself in my phone and knock out, just like Sarah said, have to over exert yourself if you have those days of like mass chaos, or like, you know, you can't be on your phone in the ocean. Like, if you know what I mean? So you are going to have those days. You can't be on your phone when you're in the pool swimming with your kids. So on those days where where it is busy, you need to make sure that you are so insanely intentional with the 30 minutes or the hour or the 2 hours that you have. And you're going to have to do a day's worth of work in that hour, but you'll never be sorry for doing it.
No. And the thing is, you guys, is if you want to get paid like you're able to get paid in this business, you have to show up. Like that's just the truth. And right. And even if I wanted to rack up PTO and I wanted to, you know, get the extra bonuses at work or when we got double time, like I had to show up and work the extra, you know? And so I just say, I'm like, it's no different. And we get paid to enroll our loyal customers and we get paid to enroll distributors. Like that's at the end of the day, that's what you get paid to do. And so that's the one thing that I always focus on. That's the thing I love to do. I love teaching. I love guiding, but that's not the only thing I want to do. And so I try to nail a lot of that out in the beginning, or I pick one day a week, each week that I really get in there and I'm like really like guiding people and teaching people, or maybe it's when I do a Zoom, or maybe it's when I do this, but the rest, you guys, like I want to take action for myself. And I want to lead. I'm not just there to manage people. That's not my thing. Like, it's just not. And so, and I'm not going to do that. That's the God honest truth. And so, and same thing, like Lisa said, like we leave again for like a 3-week vacation. You guys, that I get to take a 3-week vacation because I work from anywhere I'm at. That's the thing. So if I wanted to literally be off for 3 weeks, I mean, I could, but I also should expect to see, you know, maybe my check not grow, or maybe I don't promote, or maybe people get disinterested or something like that. It's just not worth it to me. So like even these 3 weeks that we're home, I already plan to do my steps to success before I even leave again on our flight on the 25th of the month. Right? So I'm planning for that. And I want every single one of us to be hitting the promotions on the 25th and the 26th. I don't want it to be on the last day. I want us to be able to literally, you know, be able to take those next 3 days to be able to build to that next promotion, or to add to it, or make it even that much more solid, or whatever it is. That is fun, you guys. Okay. So that's kind of how I have the mindset of doing it. And just so like, if you guys can get an idea of like, how the heck did she do this and she's doing this and whatever it is, it's honestly because I know, like, and I've already even said before, I'm going to work my butt off because I know that even over the 4th, I'm like, if we plant all the seeds now in the next, month, in the next 3 weeks, you guys, you're still going to be enrolling over the 4th. It's not that everybody's checked out. They're like, oh shoot, like they might see your story in the morning, or they might see this or that. And then, or even better, you get the 4th over, people like completely drank, they've eaten all the food to all heavens, right? Because it's good and whatever. And they're like, dear God, give me the Thermofried X and some cleanse, right? And then you have that huge boom already set up coming in July. And then people in August start going back to routine again. So if we can foresee it, we can work with it, and you can foresee what your schedule looks like, it will never stop you. So that is just how I've always learned to do this, is like, I manipulate my business around what my life and what my days are going to look like. And I know that. So like, even today, I didn't get up as early as I wanted to. My kids, however, are still on Minnesota time, kicking my booty. And so the thing is I literally set up shop. And you know what? I wanted to get a certain amount done before they got up. It didn't happen, but it was fine. They swam. They did everything. I set up shop outside. I was freaking sweating my butt off, you guys. And thank God there wasn't a ton of wind. But I got all this nailed out today. And then I still wasn't enrolling customers. And I still have stuff I want to do today. So, and then from there on out, it's like, we know where we're going. I'm on this with you guys tonight. Sunday night, you guys, I'm going to do, you know how I do one with our whole team? I actually think I'm going to go live on rewiring for everybody. So we'll just say the time, and then I'll kind of talk about the month and just like how to get going and that type of thing for them on Sunday night. Okay. Like before the family call. So I'm going to do that for them. So I kind of already have my plan set out, but the rest is me putting my work, grinding my heels into the ground and going. So I'm not letting my vacation stop me. I know every single day that I get to take those vacations because I worked my butt off. I'm not going to stop working my butt off because I don't want to stop taking my vacations. There's that. So anyways, okay, what does this say? Sorry, one more thing. I have a question. So my very first, just had their 3 minutes, and then I want to keep going because I guess. I have 3 DTs and we're going to main to marrying because I lose. This is the thing, you guys. I want to tell you this. This is another mindset thing. I expected my loyal customers to only do 3 months. Okay? And I remember this in the beginning. I'm so glad you asked this. So I expect that. If they do more than that, I feel like I'm seriously winning. Okay? And the other thing is that I follow up with people. So I feel like sometimes people are scared to ask because they're like, oh, but what if I ask them and they don't like their product? The thing is, if you're following with them and you have this little thing, like I'll take a day, like tomorrow's my day actually, where I pull my June one and I literally go through and I ask them, hey, do we want to switch anything up in your auto ship? How are you liking your products? Like I've already helped tweak some people from last month on their plan and have them taking 2 of their Thermal Fight X in the morning instead of spacing them out. Like we're already kind of tweaking some things, and you will see that some of them will want to continue longer. Here's the thing. The other thing is when I'm mapping, I just literally walked through this with Erica this morning, and I know she's not on here tonight, but I told her, I was like, hey, this girl, she's been ordering for 4 months. Or talk to them about their perk points. Be like, hey, you've earned this much perk points. Like, what are some products you wanted to try that you haven't yet? Even though they're turning their auto ship off, you can still get extra volume out of that. And you will still have that volume. Okay? The other thing is if they love their products, you need to be asking them if they would like to continue to use the products, earn free products, and be able to promote the products and make some extra money. Like that's your next conversation with them, okay? So that is the other thing I do. So I was telling Erica the same thing. I'm like, these people right here, I can see what their orders are. I'm like, I would be asking them if they want to join my team. Like these are, and so even when we were going through Erica's stuff, I was like, dude, we have like a list of like 6 people that she was going to message about joining her team. And then from there, like, don't be upset if they turn it off, but that's why it is so important to consistently be enrolling new customers. Okay. You will never even feel the hit of somebody turning their auto ships off if you continue. And I swear to you, it's like the magic number of the 3-month thing. First of all, they come up with that because it always says like, yes, you can see results in 30 days, but you see big results and usually transformations within 90 days, right? Gyms do the same thing. Like they do everything that they're doing is always like a 90-day thing. It's never 30. I mean, it takes people a while to get going, right? So, but the thing is, I swear to you, because of that, if you consistently are sticking to this and then we're teaching this, you guys, which a lot of you do way more than this. Like this is not super hard unless you are talking down to yourself and you are only posting. Like, I'm going to be honest, like if you're just going through the motions and you're only posting, you might not get 4 loyal customers. But if you're actually engaging with people and messaging and using host to post and all the tools that we're putting out there, you guys will blow 4 customers out of the water, like hands down. I am not even joking. And then obviously if you're learning to talk about more products, even though they ask about one product, like you're going to be killing that volume. So truthfully, don't freak out about that. Like, don't take it as a negative, even though they say that they love their products. And the awesome thing is that, and people on here can even attest to it, that as you continue to post about it, people hop back on and they order. And then it's awesome because you all of a sudden you're like, oh, I just got an extra 90 BV that I wasn't expecting, or I just got an extra this or that. So they might even go back and turn it on, or maybe they aren't ordering, and then all of a sudden life changes, or they gain 10 pounds over the summer and they hate it. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey, Nails, I want to get my auto ship back on. Like, I need to get back on track. So let them see. Sometimes people, they feel very good using the products and they don't realize that they stop for a month, the big difference that they actually truly did make, until they stop using it and then they come back again. So you might see all of it. So I taught perk points, you guys, when I'm mapping and seeing your guys' stuff. Again, this is a part of just leadership that I tell you, mapping helps me so much. Like, I see declines that I fix. We see updating credit cards. Again, when I see a decline, I don't think that it's somebody trying to be a snake in the grass. Like, I assume they got a new card. Like, it's not weird for me to message them. Like, I'm not freaking out. And then again, like I said, if I see auto ships and I'm like, dang, they got some good orders. If they would already be commission qualified, like, let's talk to them about it. So mapping it just helps so much. So that's a good question, and it won't affect you. And a lot of people will turn theirs off, and then there's a lot that don't. And they might just do small orders for many consecutive months. So make sure that you're watching their perk points. Like I said, if you're printing these off and keeping track, like I literally do follow-ups with my current loyal customers from last month within 20 minutes because I have it all right here. I'm not going and searching. I'm not doing anything or any of that stuff. This one, this is really, no, that one's June. I thought I printed out, oh, it is June. Jesus. I didn't know that it was the 6th today either. But this one's June. I just put this in the back because this is really what I care about. So that's how this one looks, okay? Any other questions, you guys?
I wanted to tell Nilza though, so just like Sarah said, like when it comes to forecasted volume, you'll be able to tell like what you need to be able to maintain. So obviously if people are turning off their auto ships and you know that you need like 120 more BV to be able to maintain this spring, there's an easy way to find it out. So you know what, you should know ahead of time as long as you're on top of your charts, and you'll just plug a little customer in right there. But that's another thing too. That's why the good thing is that they have 3 months. So if you're doing your steps to success minimum every month, then you're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have 12 more loyals when those 3 loyals cancel. So you're constantly moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And you won't like
and not all will do it, but don't sweat it. I remember thinking that like, oh my God, or I remember even in the beginning, I'm like, I'm going to run out of people. You never run out of people if you're growing your network. Ever, 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 ever. So you guys, honestly, even when we talk about our 6 list, I'm going to tell you, plugging in, so self-development, calls, that stuff, that's like number 1. Growing my network, I do not skip a day of that. Like if there's an area, I will skip a post before I skip a day of growing my network. Okay. So like I am serious about growing your network. And that is something like I remember as I was transitioning really into my cold network, and like, I mean, and once you figure that out, like the sky's the freaking limit. Like you're not going to run out of anybody. And so, but the thing is like, I do not skip a day of that. Like there's no freaking way. And so that's like my next one, messaging and following up. And then obviously I'm in my stories every single day. Even if it has nothing to do with a product or anything, it doesn't matter. I'm still present. Like there's just, you have got to be present. And so, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you guys just saw me going live for real. Like that was, I don't even know. I just don't even care. So there's that. So, and people appreciate that. So make sure that you're doing that. And like I said, if you're scared to go live, I mean, so am I. I don't know why I didn't care today. But I got better at it by going and doing my little like 15-second videos on my stories. And so I feel like that kind of helps break the ice.
If you
okay, sorry, were you going to say something?
Yeah. If you are growing your network and you're not being present on social media, you're literally doing it for nothing, because it won't ever, 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 ever benefit you if you're not present. So just like Sarah said, I will skip a post if it's a crazy day. You should have 3 non-negotiables, regardless of how crazy it gets. There should be 3 that you're going to do, and sometimes making an actual post isn't one of them. But growing my network, interacting on social media, and being all up in my stories is one thing that literally I've already signed 4 loyal customers and 2 distributors this month. It's the 6th of the month. But I also know that the end of the month is going to be mass chaos for me. So these nights I am staying up later. I am making sure that I am doing much, much more than I normally would be okay with going to sleep before. So like before, if I'm like, okay, well, I did this, I'm going to go to sleep early. Now it's like, no, I need to make sure that I'm doubling that before I can go to sleep, because it is summer and it is crazy. But you have to be so intentional. You can't, if you want a serious paycheck, you cannot work this business nonchalantly.
Or when you want. Or
when you want.
When you feel motivated.
Honestly,
what's going to motivate you is showing up daily and seeing what that does to your check.
Yeah, and today I actually had brunch with one of my...
Oh. Is she frozen for you guys? Yeah, she's frozen for me too.
Yeah, I can't hear her.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you, but you're frozen. Oh, there you... Hi!
Okay, maybe if I turn off my video but talk, that'll help my Wi-Fi. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, so I was with one of my friends today. She's a triple diamond too. She just promoted to triple diamond recently. But she was telling me that she's been like slacking. And I'm like, dude, stop being stupid. Like, what the hell's wrong with you? Like, get it together. You know what you're supposed to do. And at the same time, her sponsor, and I feel like we're friends, so we can like check each other. But her sponsor texted her at that same time, and she was like, so are you only going to work this business when it's convenient for you or what? And she was like, oh shit. And I'm like, yeah, girlfriend, like, seriously, like, there's no way that you're going to go press working this business nonchalantly. Like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. And the thing is that you guys, at the end of the day, when you get that pace and you figure that out, it pays you more than a full-time job can pay you. And I'm just being really honest. Like, I had a great job and I loved what I was doing, and I still didn't even quit because of that. I just, due to our family demands and how things changed, like, we were going to have to switch our gears some way, somehow. And the awesome thing is we were able to do so without taking any sort of financial hit. But again, because I also wasn't playing to just get by. Like, I was playing so far along with ItWorks and my full-time job to get ahead that when we finally like had to, like, I kept doing what I could, you guys, the whole time until I couldn't do something and then something had to give, right? And you don't have to do it that way, but I just want to tell you, like, that's where my transition was so easy and it was so nice and it wasn't stressful. Sometimes people pull the trigger or they think, oh, I hit Emerald and I arrived. It's like, no, you want to freaking keep going at the pace that you were going. And actually, it's going to demand a little bit more of you because, right, you have a bigger team now. You probably have more maps to map out and people to teach and people to guide because you're going to go diamond. So, like, that's the other thing. Like, I put that thing in there where it said, you will only go as far as your belief at that current moment. It is so true, you guys. Like, if you are not saying, hey, I'm a Ruby, like, I am ready, I am doing what a Ruby leader is doing to get to Ruby. Like, some people think I'll do what a Ruby leader does to be once I go Ruby. No. You want to do what an Emerald leader is doing to go Emerald. I want to do what a Black Diamond is doing right now so that our team can go Black Diamond. Like, that's what I want to do, right? And so that's what your mindset is. Because the truth is if you just think, oh, I'm just here to maintain Ruby, or I'm just maintaining Ruby, and that's all you're staring at, that's what you're going to show up and do. Like, you know, and the thing is sometimes you're okay staying at a rank for a couple months and you're like, oh, that's good. And it's funny, I think Megan had to get off to go to bed, but she's so funny about this. Like, she'll be like, message me and be like, I'm done. Like, I'm ready to go diamond. And I'm like, what? And you know what's funny is, like, when she makes up her mind, that's what she freaking goes and does. And it hasn't been on my time of what I think Megan could have gone, when she could have gone Ruby, or when she could have done this. But it doesn't matter. It's her business and it's on her time. And honestly, she's never going to do it, even though she has the ability to do it, until she believes she can do it. And so every time she's freaking made up her mind, like, she's funny. So every time she's made up her mind, I'm like, no, she's really going to go. Like, because I'm like, there's months where she won't say that. And then she, you know, she's maintaining. And then she's like, dude, I'm sick of being Ruby. Like, I'm going Emerald. And then she just goes. And I'm like, could you imagine if you said that, you know? But it's like, just know it is going to be on your team, on your time. It's not on my time. It's not on Lisa's time, whether we know you're capable of it or not. If you're not ready to go, you won't go. So that's the thing. And like I said, it's a lot more fun, you guys, to show up, building forward, growing, doubling, promoting, that type of thing, instead of just coming to maintain or coming to play for the last 10 days of the month, right? And so don't play shy. Play confident, play big. If you fall short, you're still going to be further ahead if you didn't plan forward or you didn't map yourself out, know where you were going the whole entire month. Like, just trust me on that, okay? So just don't play the whole catch-up game, or you count yourself out because you feel like you're so far from diamond. Well, who the freak knows? What if you go emerald and they extend the bonuses? What if at green carpet they freaking double the bonuses? Like, are you going to be ready to actually grab a bonus, or are you still over there maintaining Ruby or executive or whatever it is, you know? So get yourself right. Keep yourself moving forward. These are the things that we've always done to move ourselves forward. So it's not a secret. We're sharing it with you, and let's hit it hard. Like, we've got an awesome month ahead of us. So I hope every single one of you is going to hit what you just claimed. I want to see your Post-it notes. Post-it notes, they are the best. So, okay, friends, if you think of other questions, let me know. We will kind of hook you up with that Zoom that I think is going to be wonderful that Stephanie and Joel Gunn did, and some of those other things so that you can even listen to that whenever it is, whenever you're driving. I listened to the Zooms today when I caught up while I was mapping, that type of thing. So you can do those things, but we will get those in your hands.